All right, hello Miss Gia's class. We are going to be looking today in science at some things called natural and man-made materials. So those are two different categories, something natural or something man-made. Now, let's think about these words and see what you know already. So, the word natural. If I say the word natural, what do you think of? Natural sounds like nature. Maybe it's things we find outside. Maybe it's things that grow. Okay. And if I say something is man-made, and those are two words you can see on the screen here, man-made, what do you think of? Man-made. Well, if something is man-made, it sounds like it was made by man. But just men? Or do you think women can also make it? Maybe made by humans? Something that's made, something we don't find in nature. Like things that we construct? Yeah. Okay, all right. So let's watch this PowerPoint. I'm going to read it through with you guys. And we're going to look at some of the different materials that are natural and the different materials that are man-made. Let's get started. So we are starting with natural materials. You see a leaf, somebody with a shovel, we have planet Earth back here. So that gives you a better idea of what a natural material might be, right? Something that grows in nature. It says, these are materials that are naturally found around us. We may have to dig them out of the ground, grow them, or take them from living things. So, natural materials are things that we don't have to make. They happen outside in nature. But sometimes when we see it, it looks different than it does in nature. Okay? For example, if you have to take things out of the ground, it won't look the same as it is in the ground because you have to take it out to use that material. Okay. An example of a natural material is wood. You can use it to burn things, to make fire. We don't have to create it in a laboratory with chemicals. No, it's natural. We can find it outside when we go for a walk. Maybe it doesn't look like these blocks when you see it outside, but the material is the same. So the original material is wood. Then you can make wood into different things. You can make a house, you can make blocks, you can make a fire with the wood, but the original material, the first part, is natural. It's wood. Coal. Coal is the black stuff. If you've made fires in the barbecue, you might use coal. And that happens naturally, outside, in nature. Nobody needs to touch it to make it. So it's a natural material. And we use it sometimes to burn things, to make electricity. So coal is a natural material. Cotton. So maybe you haven't seen cotton like this because it is a plant, but you might see it when you wear clothes. a lot of clothes are made from cotton. And it's this soft part of the plant that you take out. And so the original material, the part that you start with, is natural. Then you transform it, you change it to a shirt, to a hat. But what you start with is a natural material. Gold. Did you guys know that gold is natural? You can find it outside in nature. I mean, maybe not in Santiago. Or maybe you can. I don't know. We should go on a gold hunt for a field trip and look for gold. So gold, when it originally starts in nature, is in these little round, kind of like little rocks that you find in the dirt and in the rocks. So you have to dig for gold. Okay? It does not look like a coin or this cup. No. You start with these pieces, and then you have to melt the pieces so you can give it a new shape. But where does gold come from? Yeah, from nature. So it's a natural material. Okay, let's look at one more example. Oh, there's a coin spinning around. Iron. Iron is another metal. And you might think, but metal, that's something people use in building and, construction, and that's natural? Yeah, iron you can find in the earth. It's a natural material, like gold. And so it starts natural, and then humans, we make it what we need. But the important part is that the first step, the first thing it is natural. It comes from the earth. Now, let's look at, these are some other examples. Sand is natural, right? We see sand at the beach. Chalk is natural. When it's colored, it's not natural. They add color to it. But white chalk, that's natural. It comes from the earth. Let's now look at man-made materials. So it says, these are natural materials that are changed through chemical processes by man or by humans. Okay? So this means that we take something natural and we do something to it with chemicals so that it changes from the original. Let's see an example. Concrete. So the material they use to make sidewalks, that's concrete. And it's a mixture of water, rock, sand, and cement. Cement uses a chemical process, there's that magic word, chemical process, to bring together the rock, the sand, and the water. So because we have a chemical process, it's a man-made material, concrete. So we don't find concrete in nature. You might see it outside, but it's not something that comes from nature. It's something that a human has to create. Glass. So, well, these glasses are plastic, but originally, glass in your glasses or in your cup or in your window, that's not natural stuff. You don't find glass in nature. So glass is man-made. A human has to make the material so we can have glasses, so we can wear glasses. Yeah, so you see here, it's chemically processed. Again, magic word. If it has chemicals in it, it's man-made. What's another example? Nylon, the stuff that's used to make the net of your soccer goal, or a raincoat, the material that protects you from water, or your toothbrush. All of those are made with chemicals, and so it's man-made. You don't find this material in nature to make a soccer net. You have to make it yourself. Paper. Paper. Okay, so very important, my friends. Paper is made from wood. What? Crazy. I know. But you have to treat the wood, or you have to use chemicals on the wood to make paper. So even though paper comes from wood, which is natural, because we need chemicals, paper is now a man-made material. Does that make sense? Let me walk through it again. Okay. Wood, natural material. Paper comes from wood, not a natural material. Paper is man-made because to go from wood to paper, we need in the middle chemicals so that we can have white paper. Okay, so remember, because we use chemicals, it is now a man-made product or a man-made material. Good. Rubber. So anything made of rubber, your eraser, your ducky when you go in the bath, your gloves if you help wash the dishes or the floor. Rubber is made with a chemical process. So tires, shoes, the bottom of your shoe, lots of things with rubber, that's all man-made material. Steel is another man-made material. And you say, hey, Miss Gia, but we looked at iron, and that's a metal, and steel is another metal, so why aren't they both natural? Well, steel is actually a combination of two materials. And because they have to bring them together, they need chemicals. So to make steel, we need chemicals. And that means it's correct, man-made. And finally, plastic. Plastic is another man-made material. So stuff in my glasses, the stuff that makes my water bottle, we use a lot of plastic. And plastic is something that comes from a chemical reaction or a chemical process. Okay, so because we don't find plastic in nature, have you ever gone outside and seen a plastic plant growing? No, I've never seen a plastic plant or a plastic tree. So plastic is not found in nature. Humans, we have to make plastic. So plastic is man-made. All right, friends? You have some practice to separate things into natural and man-made. If you have any questions, you can watch this video again, or send me an email, or ask me in Zoom class, all right? But we will talk about this next week, so if you're confused, don't worry. I know this is a big topic, so it's okay. We will talk about it together. And I want to challenge you to see if you can identify in your house natural materials and man-made materials. Can you find both in your house? I have one right here. That's my natural material. But I have a lot of man-made material in my house. So, challenge for you this weekend. What can you identify in your house? All right, Miss Gia's class, have a great weekend. Good work this week in Zoom, and I will see you in class on Tuesday. Bye!